How to Be a Distinguished Club. Please welcome Tracy Brecke.
I develop my speech a lot like Jay just introduced how he's going to develop his. I come up with an idea or a story, think that maybe I can portray it. It usually has to do with kids, working out, eating. So you're off the hook today. You don't have to listen to any of that. I then take the stories, pretty much write out my speech, and then try to jam it into some kind of objectives it usually doesn't fit into. I'm working on out of the advanced manual books right now, which for those of you who haven't seen these books yet, they have 5 speeches in them each, and there's a variety of topics. I haven't yet gone from the beginning to end in one book. I kind of hop around and see where best I can fit my speech into. While developing my latest speech, I saw that I was pretty close to an advanced award, and that in order to achieve that, I needed to present one of these modules that Toastmasters has. Today, it's the Distinguished Club series. I thought that this would be applicable to our club because we have some new members who might not know how their accomplishments and speeches tie into the greater good, our club, and so forth. Also, we have some advanced members, which I was thinking they might not be as on top of it as I am. And I mean similarly, as not on top of it as I am. And they might not know how close they are to having an advanced award. The Distinguished Club series is meant to encompass all of the levels of Toastmasters, beginning to advanced manuals, or to advanced members. It is a series of 10 goals that are set forth by Toastmasters International. Now, there are a few of gimme goals. That's what Jeffrey calls them, and it's stuck pretty district-wide. So the first is the administration, I'm starting at number 10, if you didn't know the first one. On-time payment of our dues and our officer renewal forms. That's pretty easy. I'm not sure that we've missed it once. Also training, we have to have a minimum of 4 of our club officers trained per cycle, which is every 6 months. Our officers usually work together so that not everybody has to sit through training because we've all done that and it gets old. So we work together to figure out who is going to go this round and get our training credits. Now from there, the rest of these goals are reliant upon individuals in our club. Membership. Now, to new members, looking at some of these goals and seeing completing a whole book is a little bit daunting. So don't worry. Just being a member, you've actually helped with our membership goal. Also, membership is one of the most important goals because if you see the qualifying requirement is that we have to have a minimum of 20 members or net growth of at least 5 members to even have the rest of these goals or anything that we accomplish count. So, I encourage you, bring a friend. Everything is always better with a buddy. Some ideas. I think every department that I've been in since I've been in Toastmasters, I've drugged someone here, if not the whole department. You can have friends to bounce off speech ideas or to even just say, what should I give a speech on? Because they often come up with a lot more ideas than you do. Jay and I work at the same office, and sometimes you just kind of dread getting in the car. I know, it's a rough life. Come over here. But having someone in the same location can be motivational to get here. Also, Jeffrey brings his spouse. My spouse told me no way, but maybe you're lucky and you can get your spouse to come because I bet if one of them didn't show up, they would hear about it that night from the other one. So that covers the membership goals that are 2 out of our 10. The rest is educational, and this is 6 of our 10 possible points. Now, like I said, I'm doing this for one of my advanced manuals and trying to go towards that. So I encourage you to look at your manuals and see if you're close to anything that you could add. Okay, this is where the individual is. I'm sorry, also you all have these handouts in front of you, which I probably should have told you way before now. Now we're on the told you it would be a great time. So when you start as a member, you're given your first book, The Competent Communicator. It's 10 speeches, and this can count for one of our goals. We need to have 2 people complete those. This doesn't need to be a new member. Advanced members can do this too. We're very familiar with these 10 speeches because we see them most often. We don't see a lot of the advanced manual speeches over and over. So for some of us, we have some of the objectives memorized. Almost every time I write a speech, I know that it can fit into Project 9, Persuade with Power, because I think that my opinion is important and that people should listen to me. So I can't tell you, I think I've done Persuade with Power 4 or 5 times. Just goes to show you, if you complete a competent communicator, it doesn't need to be a new member. You can be an advanced member and complete that for our club as well. You also get a competent leader book. This book is just filled out of roles that are in our meeting. So whether you're the Toastmaster, timer, table topics master, there's also many ways to do each project. So if you haven't already, take a look at that book. If you are close and you need to be scheduled for a role, let Margie know. Now that I'm not the Vice President of Education, I can offer up, just let her know. It's not my job anymore. She'll get you scheduled and then you can fulfill those projects and that book. Then you move on to advanced awards. Now for the communication series, it's another 10 speeches for each level. Like I said before, the advanced manuals are 5 speeches each, so you get to pick 2 books. And then you also get the opportunity to present one of these modules like I'm doing today. For the leadership track, you get just that, the opportunity to get into leadership roles as you get your advanced levels. So it includes leadership in the club, the district, being a mentor, helping out with contests. The best way to learn is to teach someone else. So I encourage you to check out those leadership roles because they're also fun. All right, back to page 1. Now that you're on top of it, you've got it all together. Anytime that you make one of these accomplishments, get one of the manuals, get an award like Michael did today, it can help us check off one of our goals to get our distinguished club status. As you can see on the bottom, 5 out of 10, it gets us distinguished club, 7 is select distinguished, and 9 is president's distinguished. So I encourage you to look at your books, see, are you just 3 speeches away from your competent communicator? Are you like me and you're actually practically done with a competent leadership award? See if there's anything that you can do to work towards contributing towards our goals this year. Thank you.
Great job, Tracy.